Hey everyone, sorry for the lighting. I had to do my video outside because my house is a little loud right now with my kids, and I didn't want to have a bunch of background noise. So, I'm not even sure how to start this video or what it means or anything, but I'm just going to tell you guys exactly what I experienced and what I saw. So, as I was laying down today while the kids were in school, I was taking a nap. I woke up from the nap and I saw a vision with my eyes closed. Uh, I don't even know how to say it. At first, I saw the waterfall, and then I closed my eyes for a moment, and I didn't have my eyes all the way completely closed, but I had them like really, really low, like this, and I started seeing this other vision, and the waterfall opened up, and demons came pouring out of it, and it was almost like they I can't even speak. They saw me peering into the spirit realm, is the best way to put it. Because these demons, I know there were demons, but it was like, it wasn't no big, bulky dudes yet. It was just like these little impy looking dudes. Jokes, I don't even know. Mischievous, imp, deep, little dudes. There's a bunch of them, though. A bunch of them. And they walk up. A bunch of them walk up really close to my eyes where I'm looking at the vision, and they're looking at me. And they're laughing at me, and they're shaking their butts at me. And there's like this barrier. I don't even know how to explain it. It's almost like the spiritual barriers I see when I'm seeing in the spirit in real life. But I see this barrier that's like keeping them at bay. But they see, somehow I don't know whether they saw me seen in the spirit or whether maybe they sent the thought to make it look like that. I don't know. But to me, it seemed like they literally knew that I was there watching them. Okay. So, to this, I stood there for a while. For a minute before they noticed I was there. It was just sitting there for a while. And this is where it gets really freaking strange. Okay, so as I opened my eyes, it was like they were like there. They were like there all over the place. Just, and they didn't notice me. And all of a sudden, I was just like, I wonder what will happen. So in my head, I said, "Boo!" When I said "boo," these demons jumped up, looked, and like turned around, ran backwards. The waterfall opened up. They all climbed inside the waterfall. It closed back up, and then covered back up and went back to a good vision. And then after a little bit, it changed again. Like the waterfall disappeared, it changed dark again, and then they showed up again. This is why I don't know what this means. They showed back up again, and they were right in front of them. They were right in front of my face, like I just told you guys, shaking their butts and laughing at me, like they were staring directly at me, staring directly at them. And I decided, you know what, I'm gonna try to bind them, see what happens. So I said, uh, I think I was trying not. I think I said, I bind you, like automatically. I didn't even want to give him a chance to inkling to even hear me. So I was like, I bind you in the name of Yeshua, and I send you to the abyss. At this moment, these little demonic beings, this light just could, like, all over them, is like all over the place, like it was trapping them in, and then they just disintegrated. I thought that was pretty cool. But again, it was just a vision. Shortly after that, within like long, they came back. They came back, and then the vision changed, and this is where it gets pretty freaking weird, worse. But not to where they like noticed me. I've never had that happen before, where they literally act like they're looking directly at me, watching them. So it veers off when I completely close my eyes, and it veers off, and it turns into like a movie. It was like, it felt like I was watching like 4K HD. That's how real it looked. And I see this place, like this holding place. I don't know how to explain it. And it was like all these little demon, little impy guys, the same ones that I just shot before, that I casted before, were still sitting there over there jumping around, joking around, looking at me. But behind them, there was this barrier, like this spiritual barrier, and this supposed huge being behind it. It's like I saw this big black shadow, and it was like really dark and menacing in my head. And it scared me for a minute. And I started like really zoning in on it, and I don't know whether it was just tricking me or not, I don't know. But as I zoned in on it, I started seeing like little bitty tiny demons all over the place, creating this big black monstrosity behind this barrier. And it looked like all these little tiny demons were just piled up behind this barrier, just waiting for the door to open so they can just pour through it. After that happened, it veered off, and it showed me like looking down at like like some type of battleground, it looked like. And I saw a huge army of black specks, and it changed a little bit. Like it would change, and then it would like go down close to them, and it would show some of these things that was coming up. And I'm not going to say for sure like what I think it is, because it could be playing with my mind based on some of the other testimonies that I've heard. But the one thing, it looked like some type of dinosaur. I will say that. I saw some weird looking dinosaur looking thing that was running on the ground. And then it went back up to kind of like a third person view, where I'm looking down at the battleground, and there's like a huge army of things, and I'm like, what is this? And I'm trying to understand it. And then there's like a huge bright light over here on the right, and he kept on blocking it out, saying, don't focus on them, focus on me. I was like, I want to understand what this is. What is this? Why was that demons looking directly at me? And I didn't get no answer. All I heard was just, don't focus on that, focus on me. And that's where I'm at right now. It really confused me, to the point where I was like, are these things in my head? Is that how bad this is? And I don't know, guys. It felt real. I'm gonna leave it at that. If there's any other developments, I'll let you guys know. Per usual. That's the first time when I wake up from my waterfall vision to have it turning into something pretty evil. Now, I don't know whether it was an intrusive thought that was sent to me that made the good vision disappear and turn into that. I don't know. But I just found it extremely weird that I can't say 100% sure that I didn't talk out loud. I don't think I did, but maybe I did, and I gave them an inkling that I was seeing something, and maybe they used that against me to make this intrusive vision pop up that made it look like they were staring directly at me. Possibly. I can't say 100% sure. I don't remember. I was like still tired, but I just wanted to let you guys know the way it seemed like, and it terrified me at first. It made me upset thinking I was possessed, because they were trying to make it seem like they're all inside of my head, and the barrier with my freaking eye. But then like I said, they disappeared, and they came back, and they disappeared and come back, and it made me start realizing that it was a vision, but it was very, very real. And I just got this thing that these beings, whatever they are, they're just waiting for the door to be opened, and they're going to come pouring through. They're all just waiting. So All right. God bless you guys. Repent, repent, repent. I can't stress it enough. It's already getting bad, you know. I warned you guys that Russia is going to be throwing us into a war. Russia and China is on Iranian side. So it's us, Israel, and I think France and Germany are possibly still on our sides. But it's going to get pretty bad, guys. I hope the three-way hit doesn't happen like I thought it was. Like I told you guys, I had a theory that if the Middle East decides to hit us over here and then Russia and China hits us over here, that's going to suck. And now they're in cohorts. I'm starting to wonder if it's more than a theory and it wasn't a thought that he stuck into my head in order to share. I'm not saying it's a prophetic message, but it's something we need to keep a lookout for. All right, later.